Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the noise on the tractor running. It's only negative 20 degrees, so I wanted to go through some things with this. If it's this cold and your diesel tractor isn't running properly. So anytime it gets below 30 degrees or below that, I always add some diesel fuel supplement and winterized anti-gel to all my fuels. The issue is I didn't this year because I just forgot to, and so I'm only getting around to it now. So I'll add this into all the fuel that I get from the fuel station, and I just added this to this tank because I haven't used it that much since it got this cold. But what's happening is the fuel is starting to gel up and it's causing the tractor not to run so well. So if your tractor's not running well and you don't have this, you always want to have some diesel 911 on. And what I do is, what you're supposed to do is remove the fuel filter right there and the settling bowl right there and add a little bit in. I couldn't get the fuel filter off when I first got this started. So what I did was I drained the settling bowl and filled it half with diesel 911 and half with diesel. And ever since then I've been adding diesel fuel to both this tractor and to the fuel that I add to this tractor. But there's still a little bit of summer fuel left in here that hasn't been treated. So I just added the rest of this bottle to this tank, and you can see how filled up it is. There's a little bit of water that's being off the tank that comes through the settling bowl. So she's going to run, she's going to knock some until I get this fuel to octane boost ratio leveled out. But if you're having trouble with your tractor starting, if it's diesel and it's this cold weather, make sure you've treated your fuel both beforehand, have some diesel 911 on hand, and have spare fuel filters. I'm going to change those out. Those are coming in tomorrow. So tonight I'm going to park this someplace where I can get to it real easy, change both those out, and make sure I get rid of that water that's in that settling bowl. That'll help her run much more. We're only supposed to have negative temperatures for another 3 days, so I'm going to try and fuel everything up. I'm going to try and feed everybody and get all this settled in done today, and I won't have to touch her until we're back in the 20s on the positive side instead of 20s in the negative side. So, also, all my diesel I've been starting to treat with seafoam. I've been doing that with my regular gas for a while. I'll do a whole nother video next week on that. But if your tractor's having issues running, definitely start with seafoam. If it's because it's cold weather, use some diesel fuel supplement, Satine Boost, and have some diesel 911 on hand. You don't have to use it, but it's better to have it in case you get stuck. You can hear her skipping right now because it's still going through that summer fuel and it hasn't finished mixing properly. So I'm gonna probably shut her off, clean out that settling bowl, start her up again, and then we're gonna run nice and smooth after that. Something to keep an eye on. If possible, I like keeping my diesel tractors in someplace heated like my workshop. However, I have a tractor apart in there right now, so I can't. So unfortunately, we're just being stored in the shipping container for right now. So I'm gonna handle that knock, handle that settling bowl. It's got some water left in it. We're probably gonna run the fuel low first thing this spring and drain that tank, get any water that's sitting in there out, and start over with some fresh treated diesel first thing this spring or as soon as possible. So I hope everybody else is enjoying this nice cold winter and getting out on the snowmobiles. I haven't gotten mine started yet. Look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing you guys later. Alright, so I figured that this video would have irked some people, that my cows are outside during negative 20 degree weather, in the wind and in the snow. That's not true. Not all the time anyways. They are right now. So I just got done cleaning this pen. I'm going to add some more sawdust to it and put 2 cows back in there. I've got to move him back over to his stall since I just finished cleaning that, and then clean this stall, and then 2 more cows are coming in here. So he is going over here where I just cleaned. The reason the door and the barrels are in there is because the door and the barrels were over here up against this, and I needed room to put this round bale. That's why I needed the tractor. You can still see it and hear it running outside. I want it to get up to temperature before putting it away. So everybody's being fed from this bale. It should last the next 2 days. This is why I needed the tractor. It's still 800 pounds of hay. Now this is the dry hay, not the haylage that I have been feeding them, because he is getting fed from this at the same time. He can't have haylage. He'll bloat and die. The cows can. So the cows have the haylage outside, but he has just hay. So these guys are sharing in his hay right now. And I didn't want to just throw him out in this while I cleaned his pastures. While he's 30 years old, it's just nasty for him. So he's fine right now. He can get some pets. Now that I've got the hay in, I've got this one prepped, I've got his cleaned, I can move him back over to his, clean that one, feed and hay that one, and then bring, like I said, the 2 cows back in. Now the calves, you saw how that doorway was in the earlier videos. What I did was I sealed off about 2/3 of that width-wise, and height-wise it's about 6-8 feet right now. That is still open, so it's a doorway very similar to the one that he just stuck his head out from, and those calves can come and go as they want to the food and the water, which is still outside for them. I don't have any place really perfect to bring them in until I clean out over here, but where they are is just fine. Doing a thermometer test, it's like 10 degrees in there. They'll be fine for the few nights that they have to. They have unlimited food, unlimited water. They can get in and out of the shelter. These guys are going to come in and out of the shelter. They're in and out of the shelter right now. But I always overfeed them. He's really excited. He probably does want to go out, but I'm not going to let him. And this also gives the chickens a chance to run around and dig. A couple of them were over here where he was rooting through the cow poop and stuff, but just a heads up, my cows aren't always out in this negative 20 degree weather. Just when I need to clean in the barn. I've got hay for him right here that I need to fill. I've got hay over there that I gave him to distract him while I was cleaning everything. So hope everybody's staying safe in this nice cold weather and doing some preps and some learning from it, because I'm sure we're going to get this more frequently. I remember getting days like these all the time when I was a kid. I hope to be doing a few heating videos later on alternate heating sources and backup heating sources, etc. So stay safe, stay warm, and as Red Green always says, keep your stick on the ice.